Hello, hi, good evening. My name is Jean-Serge from Success with JS, and tonight we're going to talk about online Biz Builder. We're going to talk about videos, how to do videos right. And one of the things that I'm going to talk of obviously depends on what kind of platform you're in. If it's on Facebook Live, or if it's on YouTube, or if it's on Snapchat, or even Twitter videos, right? But the thing is that there's a few things that you have to know about to do videos right. So there's here, let's just get right into it. So first of all, you have to have an introduction. Secondly, you have to, and the introduction, let's get into that. The introduction is introducing yourself, just like I did here, your name and what what your brand is or what your company is, and then you have to talk about, and as part of the introduction is what we're kind of doing right now, is you have to talk about also your what your subject is going to be, which is what we're doing right now. So it's kind of like an introduction right to the to the whole video. And then after that, you have to have the content in the video, of course, of what you said you were going to do, what you were going to talk about. Then you have to have a conclusion to it. And if you're in business, and this conclusion is just like you learned in grade, what is it, grade 10 English, right? About we're summarizing or kind of talking about, again, say what you're going to say it, and then say what you said, right? And then if you're in business, there's one extra step that you need to have, and that's a call to action. Now, what that means is that you're asking your audience that listen to your video to do something in specific. So it could be subscribing to your YouTube channel, going to your Facebook page and liking it. It could be maybe ordering a ticket to some event. It could be, it depends on what it is that you're selling or whatever, right? But you always should have a call to action at the end of your video. So that's doing videos right, is introduction, content, conclusion, call to action. All right, so these four things. So now we're going to do that right now. We're going to talk about how you do videos. So one of the things you can do, of course, is just do like I'm doing here, just a Facebook Live, right? Now, there is a difference between a Facebook Live and a Facebook stream. Now, Facebook Live is you would just take your phone like this, and you would start, you go on there and you go in the Facebook app and you say Facebook Live and you put it in and you start talking, right? I do that sometimes. The Facebook streaming is what I'm doing right now. Let me just show you how I can do this. I can show you right over here. Where is it? Webcam, there you go. So this is my second monitor over there, and I'm able to show you, this is the app I'm using. And you're going to see like multiples of the screen there, but this app over here is an app that lets me stream, and lets me change the layout of the screen. You can see I can move things around. I can add text to it. I can add my webcam right there. I can move my webcam. I can resize it. I can do whatever I want with it. And it changes what it looks like when you're looking at my video, right? Now, I can also do things like share, my browser. So let me just hold on. Just go over here. I can also share my browser, right? And that's, Facebook, my feed, whatever, right? So then now I'm just doing a video here, which is basically sharing my desktop. I can also remove my webcam completely and just show you my desktop and show you around. I can even move the screen around, and I can zoom into areas of the screen if I want, like this, and show you things like, hey, look, this over here, right here is the selection of pages or whatever. I can do this. Now this is, like I said, this is not really anything to do with doing videos right, but it's kind of showing you that there's other ways of doing Facebook Lives that aren't necessarily with just a phone, right? So, okay, sorry about my throat. So this is one thing. Now, if you're going to be doing YouTube, the idea there's a difference, right? Obviously, Facebook Live, you have to be live, you have to be, especially for ladies, lots of times you worry about your hair or your makeup or whatever. As guys, we don't care that much about that. But you have to worry about it. If it does worry you, you would worry about it more if you're doing Facebook Live, right? versus recording a video and then uploading it to YouTube. And it's the same thing. It really depends on what you're trying to accomplish, but you should always have an introduction, content, conclusion, and a call to action. And one of the things that I would like to show you here is something that I learned not too long ago. And then what it is something to do with, like, if you don't know, if say you want to build a brand online, you got to be putting some videos out there, because that's the thing today. If you don't do videos, you're probably not going to get that much of a reach out there, because videos are what it's just what it is now. It's like you see it everywhere, right? You see it in all these stories, these day things, right, that originated from Snapchat. Now you have that in Facebook, you have that in Instagram, and you know there's Periscope, of course, also sorry, Periscope also from Twitter. I'm actually forgetting something. I have to just do this one thing. Just give me a second. I have to go to my page, and here, let me show you what I'm doing. I have to go to my page here. I have to go to my page, and I have to share my live video. I forgot about that. I keep forgetting to do that. To share it to my pages. There we go. All right, so that's done. So going back to what I was talking about. Let me just go back to the webcam here. All right, so what I was saying is that one of the things that you have to kind of wonder is, okay, what am I going to talk about? Like if I want to do some videos and I want to build my business based on that, you do have to do videos. You have to do videos regularly. You have to be doing it almost daily. If you can do it daily, that's the best. And the reason why it's important is because it causes consistency to stick in. You learn to get better at it, and also you attract an audience that way. If you don't do it every day, then you're going to get some people, and then going to be, oh, the person's gone, whatever. Then they won't follow you anymore, right? So if you have it consistently every single day, you're going to have followers that are eventually going to contact. And the thing is that the idea there is that you want to get people to know you. You want them to know you, and the way for them to know you is to be watching you all the time. It's the same thing as, if you're watching a TV show, you know how there's these new TV shows that come out and you start watching them, and the first show, maybe the second, they're okay, but they're just like, oh, this is a new show, it's kind of cool, whatever, right? But if you watch 3, 5 of those shows, like, you're going to be hooked. It almost doesn't matter what the show is, and as long as it's something you're interested in, you're going to be hooked and you're going to want to watch it. That's the idea. The same happens to you as a marketer online, as a doing personal branding, doing attraction marketing. The same thing happens to you. People will want to watch you because you're doing it every day, all right? And what'll happen is that they're going to start to kind of pick up on your mannerisms, on your personality, whatever, and they're going to either like you or not like you, all right? So they might not like you, and that's okay, because there's people that don't like us, right? Nobody likes everybody. But if they do like you, they're going to start to trust you, all right? So it's kind of a cycle. I talked about this before, but it's kind of a cycle. So the thing is that you do these videos, and then that's what happens. People start to like you, and then they start to follow you and whatever. And that's when you can start to build a business with it, all right? You need to build a following first. But before you build a following, you need to be doing content. But before you do content, you need to learn how it works. And there's all these steps that you got to go through, right? And one of the things that I get asked is, well, what do I video about? What am I going to video about? You can do just your life. That's okay. Some people do that. They video about their workout strategies. They video about their day-to-day stuff. You can do that. But if you feel that that's not giving the kind of value to the audience that you're going after, like if you're a home-based business person and you want to help other people succeed in their home-based business, well, you got to be talking to them about things that matter to them, right? You got to figure out, okay, what are their pain points? What are their things? And one of the things that really is awesome is talking about the training that you went through, the books you read, the audios that you listened to, personal development you did, so whatever you learned, and that includes events you went to. And one of my mentors, one of the things he said is that when you have a book, that you take notes when you go to events. Take notes whenever you go to any events. And this is, you know, I've been to a ton of events, and I took a ton of notes. This is just one of my books, right? I don't know if you can see you can see I took notes of the events. And this is called uncashed checks. And the reason why it's called uncashed checks is because when you're building a business online and you're building a following and you're building a list and leads and you're producing content and you're building followers and an audience, you can then blog or video or write content that's based on some of these notes you took, because they are, you know, you took notes because you were sitting in this event and you were learning things, so you took notes to not forget, right? Well, that's also going to be able to, you're going to be able to talk about that, teach it. It's called Invest, ILT, Invest, Learn, Teach. So that means you invest in yourself, so you spend money to go to events. You learn it by writing notes, by practicing it, by becoming fluent with it, and then you teach it. And then when you teach it, you're able to help others, and then in return, these people will start to trust you, and they might actually you know, do things that you're suggesting. Like, for example, if you have an affiliate system that you can sell or resell or whatever, if you know somebody who's, I don't know, if you know somebody who's selling something, you can always reach out to that person and say, hey, if I found you customers, would you give me some sort of kickback, right? Or you can be in the home biz business where you're building a team and you're selling products or services, and that's what you're, you know, promoting, right? That's fine too. You can do all that. And then what happens is you can, those people that you talk to, especially because you built them as followers and they like you and they trust you, they are more likely to listen to you. And that's what I was talking about yesterday too, is all about the whole what's the word, building a lead, building lists, right? Building a list of leads. That's what happens. You build that list, and then you end up being able to communicate to them, and then potentially sell them things, right? And that's when you start to make money, right? As your list gets bigger and all that. So as I said, we were talking about doing videos the right way, doing videos using introductions, using what you're going to talk about, actually producing the content, and then giving you a conclusion, and then a call to action. So my call to action to you is I'm going to be doing a free 30-day boot camp next month, or soon after if it's not next month, and I would love it for you to get the value out of that, because this will be going through everything you need to know on how to brand yourself online, how to use attraction marketing to get leads that actually want you to call them, right? It's like different than walking down the street and talking to strangers. This is actually people that found you online, that actually saw you, that followed you, that liked you, and they decided to contact you, to connect with you through your opt-in pages. And then you have their name, email, and number. You can call them up, and they're actually going to be happy that you call them, right? So this is my gift to you. It's a waiting list right now, so just go to the site, go to bc.successwithjs.com, and let me see if I can put it up here. That's it right there, bc.successwithjs.com. All right, so just go to that link. All right, now I'm saying June 1st. We've been discussing the start date. It might be later than that, but anyways, if you get on the waiting list, you'll certainly be told when that's happening. So make sure you go there and register. Now, this is what I was saying about the video. This is the last part of the video. When you do video right, you have a call to action at the end. And I'm, of course, doing the same thing. This is what I teach. This is what I do. And I'm putting call to action for you to register to be on our waiting list. So just go to bc.successwithjs.com. Go there now to sign up for the waiting list.